Hey everyone, welcome to my channel for the second and final part of this building series. In this video, I will show you how I detailed the interior and the suspension, along with a few other interesting aspects. By the end, you'll get to see this amazing Ferrari F355 GTS model fully assembled in all its beauty. If you haven't watched the first part yet, I encourage you to do so, as it contains many interesting details about this model build. I invite you to subscribe to my channel if you enjoy my work and want to see more of my future projects while supporting me on this journey. In the first few seconds of this video, I showcase how I detailed the gear shift assembly using a Molotow chrome marker pen and a toothpick for precise application. The final result looks incredible and is nearly identical to the real thing. After finishing with the gear shifter, I moved on to the undercarriage. I began by airbrushing all the suspension and brake components with titanium silver. To prevent overspray on areas I didn't want to paint, I applied modeling masking tape to the engine frame assembly. Using the same color, I also painted all the engine and exhaust parts with a brush. Once the paint was completely dry, I began carefully cutting away the front axle parts from their sprue using my precision scissors. I positioned the steering knuckles in place and glued the top side over them, securing everything together. For painting the brake calipers, I chose lemon yellow from Tamiya. I believe this color will truly make those calipers pop. I think it will contrast nicely with the body color. What I really liked about this model was that it came with genuine Ferrari horse badges, which added an extra level of detail. I used my Molotow chrome marker to paint them and let them dry for a few days. This is actually one of the main issues with this marker. It requires a very long time to dry, and even after it has completely dried, there is still a risk of leaving fingerprints on the component when it is handled. I glued the gear shifter in its position and then painted it with chrome marker paint to resemble its real appearance. I applied the same chrome paint on the front positioning lights for a better, more realistic look. For the suspension springs, I used a golden marker pen. Nothing too special, but I like how they end up looking. For the underside of the engine, I used Tamiya panel liner for weathering. This method makes the undercarriage of the model appear more complex rather than just resembling a simple toy car. The F355 GTS is loved by enthusiasts for its 6-speed, gated manual transmission, famous for its precise mechanical click-clack feel, and for its electronically adjustable suspension, which adapts to driving conditions. Performance numbers are impressive even today. 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in around 4.7 seconds, and a top speed of nearly 295 kilometers per hour. The wheels have a straightforward fitting system. The rear side features a thin metal bar, while the front side is secured with 2 small plastic pins that are inserted through the back of the braking rotors. Each wheel is attached to the model using a poly cap that is inserted in the center of the wheel. After I finished assembling the undercarriage and completed a brief test fit, I moved on to preparing the remaining decals for both the interior and exterior. I carefully removed the decals from the sheet using my X-Acto knife and set them aside while I prepare my water container. As I mentioned in the first part, these decals are very old and fragile, and care must be taken when applying them, as they can tear into pieces just by touching them. I was eager to see how the model would look with the Ferrari logo on it, so I decided to install them just before applying the decals. They look amazing, and this model now resembles a true Ferrari. In a small plate, I poured some warm water and placed the decals in it to soak for a few minutes. Meanwhile, I prepare the taillights by painting their backside with titanium silver for better reflection and a more intense red. After 5 minutes, the decals were ready to be applied. I started by applying the steering wheel logo, then continued with the wheels and rear end writing, finishing with the center console gauges. To keep the small decals from deteriorating over time, I secured them in place with a few drops of UV resin. This not only protects the decals, but also provides a nice three-dimensional look, ensuring that they are preserved for their entire lifespan. After placing all the decals, I completely assembled the interior, securely fastening it with a few drops of fast-drying plastic cement, and then permanently attached it to the base. As I mentioned in the first part, the windshield was already scratched when I unboxed it, and now it's time to address those scratches. I placed a microfiber cloth on my workbench to avoid causing any additional scratches. I started by testing a medium-grade polishing paste in combination with a medium-hard foam pad to see if it would effectively remove the scratches. After the initial round of polishing, I've noticed some improvement. However, I realized I needed a more abrasive option for the first step, so I replaced the medium foam with a wool pad and polished again using the same polishing paste. I successfully removed all the scratches after 2 intense polishing sessions. Now, I need to eliminate the haze left behind from the first step. I replaced the wool pad with a soft foam pad and polished using a fine-grade polishing paste. The final result is satisfying. I can still see some very fine scratches, but they're only visible in direct light and are almost invisible otherwise, so I'm not bothered by them. After completing the polishing, I moved on to assembling the clear parts. I positioned the windshield in its place and applied a few drops of a new clear parts glue that I want to test. To ensure the windshield stayed in position until the adhesive completely set, I used some hobby clamps to secure it. While waiting for the adhesive to set, I worked on the mirrors. The reflective surface of the mirror isn't truly shiny. It actually has a matte aluminum color. However, I have a solution for that, which I will share with you later after I finish the clear parts. For now, I simply glued them in place and allowed the adhesive to cure completely. Now, let's get back to the clear parts. I want to install the bumper lights, so I started by removing them from the sprue and filing down any rough edges. After doing a quick fit test, I realized that some additional filing was necessary. Once I was confident that the fit was perfect, I proceeded to place the lamps in their positions. To achieve a more detailed and realistic appearance, I always use a black marker pen to outline all the edges of the headlights and taillights. This dramatically enhances the overall look of the model. Afterwards, I focus on the side windows. I removed any excess material attached to them and carefully sanded down all the molding lines and rough edges. Just like I did with the front lamps, I outlined all the edges of the small back window. For the main front windows, I used a marker pen to draw a blue line along all their edges. This will make the clear parts look more realistic than simply having a colorless plastic. I wanted to tint the rear windows a bit, So I masked off the front windows and applied a few layers of Tamiya smoke paint to them. The final result turned out exactly as I imagined, and I'm very pleased with how the windows look now. Here you can finally see how I completely transformed the look of the mirrors. Initially, I was thinking about just painting them with a chrome marker, but I wanted to explore a different approach. I have some reflective adhesive tape that looks like a mirror, so I decided to see if I could use it on my models. I cut a small piece of the tape, then placed the mirrors on the sticky side. Using a toothpick, I ensured that the tape followed all the lines of the mirrors. Once I finished that step, I trimmed away the excess tape with my X-Acto knife. The results turned out very well, and I will definitely use this method again in the future. One thing I would do differently is apply the tape before placing the mirrors in their slots. The wipers are completely flat and do not conform to the shape of the windshield. To fix this, I warmed them up slightly with a hairdryer and gently bent them to match the curve of the windshield. To ensure maximum adherence of the mirrors, I carefully removed the paint with my X-Acto knife from the areas where they would be attached and sanded both mirrors on the contact side. Then, I applied a single drop of super glue and positioned the mirrors in their designated spots. I wanted to use the original license plate decals, but unfortunately, they were damaged during application, so I borrowed regular plates from another model. The final components that needed to be installed were the left side window and the inside mirror. I sanded all the contact points and attempted to position it correctly. Finding the right fit was quite challenging, which is often the case with older Fujimi models. After identifying the correct position, I secured it in place with fast-drying plastic cement and allowed adequate time for curing. Once I confirmed that the window was properly set, I installed the interior mirror in the designated spot and completed the assembly of the model.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad, chip on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back, I'll be swinging hard till the hits come in all caps. I ain't gonna lay back, pray that someone's gonna help me, ain't nobody like that. I ain't gonna wait, that's all fact, give me one shot and I'll never get the throne back. I'm sick of being cautious, I'ma go cause something, can't stop this. I'ma steal everybody's lane, call it shoplift. Sick of hearing everyone complain when they thoughtless. Taste the pain, it's like candy canes. It makes me go change into a better frame, into a better name. Society's insane, we all live for fame, yeah. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. I got cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack.
Now it's time to focus on the final details. Using a toothpick dipped in chrome paint for my marker, I carefully applied it to the door's key lock. Next, I used a very thin brush to add a few dots of silver paint to the fender signal lights. Once the paint was completely dry, I applied a few drops of clear orange paint over the silver to simulate a real signal light.
And I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute. I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning. And this is just the beginning. I need a big change, help me feel like living. I need a big swing, home runs I'm hitting, and I'll never look back, moving on till I get it all. And we all got dreams, we all want things.
These are the final steps of this model build. The model is now complete and ready to join my collection of finished models. It was a fun and easy build, and I truly enjoyed the process. I am very happy with the final result. However, if I were to build it again, there are definitely some things I would do differently. I want to thank you all for watching the video until the end. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so, as it helps me more than you might imagine. Please let me know in the comments what you like and what you don't like about this model, what you would have done differently, and any other thoughts or suggestions on this subject. I'm already working on my next model, so soon there will be new building videos available. Be sure to press the bell icon to receive notifications when I upload a new video. Until then, wish you all happy modeling and stay safe. At the end, you can see a photo gallery of this model in its full beauty. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Whatever makes me happy, know I'm doing things right. Sipping in the summer on a goose and Sprite, or find a nightclub for the end of the night. And we all got dreams, we all want things. But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything?